and welcome back to another ELA video. Today we are talking about Curious George and the hot air balloon. Now, we are still practicing the skill of retelling, which we did last week. And if you remember with retelling, so we don't go crazy, we have to make sure that we tell the story in order of beginning, middle, and end. If we do that, the person that we're telling the story to will be able to understand what happened, and they'll be able to learn more about the story without feeling confused. We also learned that when we are retelling, it's super important to use time order words, like these ones. So, let's hop into retelling about Curious George and the hot air balloon. Do you remember what happened first? Where were Curious George and the man with the yellow hat when we first saw them in the book? Oh, that's right. They were driving in their car. So drive in your car with me. So first, Curious George and the man with the yellow hat were driving in his car to come back from a road trip. Do you remember where they went next? Yeah, they went to go see that place with all the faces. Does anyone remember what it's called? Oh, I heard a friend say it. Mount Rushmore. Awesome. So first, Curious George and the man with the yellow hat were driving in their car. Then they stopped and saw Mount Rushmore. So let's take a look at Mount Rushmore. What happened when they went to Mount Rushmore? What did Curious George see there? He saw the hot air balloons. Let's see if we can make ourselves into hot air balloons. So this is the basket, and here's the balloon. Ooh, and now stretch it up to lift it into the sky. Let's do it again. Here's our basket, and here's our balloon. Stretch it up to raise it into the sky. Awesome. And when George saw that hot air balloon, what did he do? Curious George, what did he do? He decided to climb the rope. Let's climb the rope. Ugh. Climb it, climb it, climb it. And then when you get to the top of your rope, make sure you get in the basket. Ugh. Great. Friends, you are doing an awesome job today. Let's start with a little bit of retelling the events that we've already talked about. We haven't gotten to the end yet, but it's good to practice as we go and practice using those time order words. So, first, George and the man with the yellow hat were driving on their road trip, and they decided to stop at Mount Rushmore. Then, while they were at Mount Rushmore, Curious George saw the hot air balloons, and he decided to climb up the rope. After that, the rope let go from the ground, and the hot air balloon started to fly away. So George climbed up the rope and climbed into the basket. Awesome. So now we've talked about the beginning and the middle. Let's talk about the end. So we know the problem in the story is that George climbed the rope. It came off of the ground. The hot air balloon started to fly away. He climbed into it. And then what happened as the solution? What did George do to solve the problem? That's right. He saw the worker on Mount Rushmore and he thought, oh, he can help me. But it turned out that he needed help too. So George pulled him in. So let's stand up. And remember, we're George in our hot air balloon. We're going to pull in the worker. Pull in the worker. One more time. Pull in the worker. forgotten that hot air balloon that was up in the sky came crashing down and got stuck in a tree. Let's have that hot air balloon crash down again. The hot air balloon came crashing down and landed in a tree. Awesome. Let's finish putting together our retell. Ready? In the beginning of the story, Curious George and the hot air balloon, George and the man in the yellow hat were driving in his car on a road trip and decided to stop at Mount Rushmore. Then, George saw hot air balloons while they were at Mount Rushmore. After that, he decided to climb up the rope of the hot air balloon when suddenly it let go of the ground and started to float away. So George climbed up and got into the basket. Next, George was in the hot air balloon as it flew away when he saw a worker stuck on Mount Rushmore. So we pulled him into the hot air basket. And finally, the hot air balloon came crashing down and landed in a tree. Do you see how we took the most important events in the story and we told them from beginning to middle to end? So if someone hadn't read this book yet, they would understand the story and know what happened. But I also didn't take like 20 minutes to tell them what happened because I made sure I went in order of beginning, middle, and end, and I only told them the most important events from the story. I also mentioned the most important characters, Curious George, the man with the yellow hat, and the worker who was stuck on Mount Rushmore was actually a very important character because without him, George might not have landed again. Thanks for joining along for another ELA video, friends. Here's your job. Can you tell me a character trait of George besides being curious? What's another word that you can use to describe George? I hope you have an awesome day, friends. I'll see you soon. Bye.